So today we are on the hunt for cattle panels. And when I say on the hunt, I mean on the hunt, because out here it's like we're at the end of the supply chain. Stuff is just not readily available. Stopped at a farm store last night. They had none and said it would probably be 6 months before they had any cattle panels. The cattle panels are 16 feet long and 50 inches tall, and we're going to be building a hog lot. First Generation Homestead has gifted us a breeding pair of pigs. They're just a mixed up bunch of pigs, but they eat good. And we're going to raise a litter out of them, probably sell some pigs, butcher some pigs, but we're going to have a food source. That's one of the things you have to have on a homestead, is a food source. So we're going to go buy some cattle panels. We've got a few other things we have to do. We've got to do some generator maintenance and get a few odds and ends to take and just keep things running. Here lately I've been coming in at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and it's cold and it's dark, and I've been having to do generator, prop up a generator, basically what I've been doing. So I've got to get that done, and we got to get propane. We ran out of propane this morning at right around 5 o'clock. So we had a backup, which is good. You got to have a backup to your backup. So we've got to get another 100-pound tank filled today, and we'll run back because we have other things that we have to do today too. Anna has to go to work, and it's all about making things work on the homestead. So today we're gonna do that running around, haul the cattle panels on the Lincoln, and get back and get some stuff done. So come along with us. Another exciting day of homesteading. Got propane, got a spark plug for the generator, got some sea foam, and 3 cattle panels for a hog pen. We still got to stop and get some fence posts. So she's loaded down. Now we got to hurry up, get back home, and get Anna to work. Whew, it never ends. There goes Polly, taking Anna to work. That girl's got to get a driver's license. Okay, we got propane out of the trunk. We had our little backup. So I'm gonna take and hook this big one back up, and that's what's next on the agenda. Picked up some corn for the hogs. That was the quickest thing I could buy. We were kind of in a hurry. Now I'm gonna do some maintenance on this generator. I've got a new spark plug I'm gonna put in it. I'm gonna drain the oil, and I'm gonna clean the filter. Try to take and get it to running better. It ain't running too good. So been working on it. I put a new fuel filter on it. It's a little big for it. It doesn't fit inside there, so I can't shut the whole side up like it's supposed to. But I can't find a little bitty mini filter for it. There's no telling how old this little unit is. Got it at a yard sale, so I haven't looked on Amazon yet. Probably will, but filter's working. It's running, but it was running rough before I changed the filter, so I'm gonna take and put some sea foam in it. That'll help keep your carburetors cleaned out. I really like using them, so I'm gonna take and do a little maintenance on it here and drain the oil. Alright, I've took everything apart. As near as I can tell, I don't see any plugs anywhere in this machine. So I'm thinking that you have to take and just dump the oil out of it. Because I'm not finding any plug anywhere on it. It's got a lot of sand in here, a lot of junk. Try to get it cleaned up before I open it all the way up here. Seafoam down in the motor and just wash it around a little bit, slosh it around a little bit. Not much, just enough. A lot of sludge in this motor. May do it one more time. This motor, I don't know, we bought it, it had fairly clear oil in it, but these motors need to be oil needs to be changed in them every 50 hours. Alright, so what I've done is I put a new spark plug in it. I cleaned the air filter, and the cool thing about it is, I don't know if you guys seen it on the other video or not, it actually has a little tool kit down here. You just take off there, and then there's little bitty stickers all over it that kind of tell you how to do maintenance on it. It has spark arrestor right there. It says to inspect that. It's got a place where it tells you how to change the air filter and maintain it, check your oil, spark plug, all that stuff is on there. So pretty neat little old deal. It's just a 600 watt, 60 hertz. It's got 2 plugs on it. You can actually hook up a battery to it, circuit breaker for battery. You can charge a battery on it. It'll charge your battery. So I'm gonna fire it up and see if we helped it. I put a little bit of seafoam in the tank. I cleaned out the oil. The oil had a lot of sludge. If you guys can see this or not, but I was pretty nasty. So about every 50 hours you need to clean them out. So I'm gonna fire it up, see if it runs any better. Hopefully it does. The spark plug was pretty wore out on it, so I want to make sure that it's running good. This is what we've been powering our lights and some of our electronics in there. Changed the filter the other night. The filter was cracked. We were losing a lot of fuel, didn't know why. Took it apart, cracked fuel filter. Had an extra one laying here, put it on there. It's been working fine. So it's been surging. So I'm hoping the seafoam through the carburetor is gonna, take and protect some of that. After I get this fired up and see what's going on, next I'm gonna work on a burn barrel for just paper and stuff, because we just amass a lot of trash, seems like, that doesn't need to go to a landfill. Paper will burn. Other stuff that doesn't need to go to the landfill, or doesn't need to go and be burnt, for whatever reason, but paper, things like that, there's no sense in having those. Just fill up a garbage can, paper bags, paper plates, stuff like that. So gonna get this thing fired up, see how it does. turned on some lights. That's about all we run with. It's lights so we can see how to cook when we get in late. And the TV VCR, no, DVD player. And no surgeon. So spark plug, air filter clean, put some seafoam in it. And that seafoam is going to continue to work as it burns through this tank, which is really going to help it. So now the next thing is, I'm going to let it sit there and run a little bit. I'm going to go grab a grinder and I'm going to work on a burn barrel. There you have it. Now I'm going to take and dump the water that's in there out and cut some breather holes in it. Picked this little jewel right here up at the local salvage yard. I've got to cut it in two, and it looks to be pretty thick, but it's going to be a kind of a spark arrestor for the burn barrel so that we don't spread any sparks. It's about the only way you can do it out here. All right, folks, puts another one in the books. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the old notification bell to see what's coming next. Scroll on down and look at our merch. And until next time, we'll see you down the road.